You know, some people think that like comedy it takes courage. I don't know if that's true. You know, I guess it is at some point. I don't even know if what I'm doing is comedy anymore. But I certainly don't have a lot of fear. But I'll tell you what, like part of my process, I'll share it with you. Like I don't write jokes really. I write, you know, compulsive thoughts, you know, on Post-its. Now, these take courage because I do these while I'm driving. Now, this is more dangerous than texting because I need both hands. I got to hold the pad down on the wheel, then I got to write, and I got to focus on the important thought. So my life is put at risk and the life of others for these. So I figure I should share them since, you know, many lives were hanging in the balance. Don't get too crazy. All right, so this one just says, my comfort zone is uncomfortable. That's worth dying for, right? Right? It's worth dying. This one says, I want people to like me, I just want to know why they do. I think that was worth taking out a pedestrian or two. Oh, here's one. This is interesting. The monster I created to protect the kid inside me is hard to manage. Not funny, but it's a thinker, right? It's a thinker. It kind of makes you think like, wow, that should be in a book with other things like that. Oh, this one just says, the trepidation of the Dave Matthews fan. It's hilarious to me that people respond to just that. Because you know who you are. It's not easy for them. It's not easy. They can't be out with that. You know what I mean? You can't just put that into the world. You don't know how that's going to be received. Not good, generally. You know, the only place that Dave Matthews fan can truly be comfortable is when they're wearing sandals and cargo shorts, jigging around in an arena with other like-minded people. I hope these mushrooms aren't bunk again. Look, I don't need to shit on Dave Matthews. I don't need to take time to do that. I personally don't like him. But this came from a true, honest, beautiful human moment. I'll share that with you. But I do need to address the Dave Matthews thing. Like, look, I listen to a lot of music. I'm very open-minded. I can listen to Parliament in the morning, Bert Jansch in the afternoon, maybe some Graham Parsons, whatever. I mix it up. I'm not just dropping names to be hip. I have an open mind when it comes to music, but I cannot get through 2 of his songs. I can't get through, like, and I try. By midway through the second song, I get a type of boredom that's not even normal boredom. It's like, there's an edge to it. It's like an aggravated boredom. Like the boredom sets in, and then I'm like, God, fuck, what the fuck, what, why? Like, I don't know what that is. But I know people like them, and you know, and good for you. And I know it's hard for you guys. It's very hard to defend that. And the moment that I had, which was kind of beautiful, was it was great. I was in Iowa City doing a gig. Oh yeah, it's a very interesting town. Like I've never seen a town more separated into like, you know, full-on sports meatheads and then the writers program. You know, so like there's just people that are just like, oh, we're gonna win. And then people like, oh, I'm still sad about David Foster Wallace. I'm never gonna get up. You know, like. And somehow there's a perfect yin-yang to the thing. This complete... Okay, so I'm getting coffee in Iowa City. There's a guy getting coffee in front of me. He's ordering. There's a barista there. And the guy ordering coffee says to the guy making coffee, what are you doing this weekend? The guy making coffee looks up and he's like, oh, I'm going to a concert. And then naturally the guy ordering coffee goes, oh, really? Who are you going to see? And then the other guy stood up and I saw it in his face. Dave Matthews Band, and I felt for him. It was courageous. He put himself out there. That's hard. You know, you don't know how it's gonna land. It hung there for like 2 really tense seconds, and then the other guy goes, "Oh, I fucking love Dave Matthews," and I was so happy for them that they had this moment. I knew in my heart they were both wrong. I knew that. But I was happy for them because I'm a big-hearted, tolerant person. Oh, yeah, this one. This one just says, I expect relief and life-changing impact from everything. It's a lot. And then there's like a second thought because there's a line here. So I must have stopped driving. Just like... The other one says, the space between despair and orgasm is hard to fill. And that's not a time thing. That's a philosophical idea. So, some guy, I don't know how much time I have left. Not in this set, in life. I don't know how much time I have left. I'm not sick, I'm not dying, but I don't know. You know, I'm at that point where you're getting, I'm like 53, and you start to wonder, like, how much time do I got left? And it's playing into my decision-making process. Like, if my girlfriend wants to watch a movie I don't want to watch, I'm like, no, I don't want to die during that. I don't want to. I'd hate that to be the time. That, you know, let's make a better choice. I think we can make a better choice. Like if someone comes up to me, it's like, oh man, you don't listen to Fish? You got to listen to Fish. I don't know how much time I got left. I really, you know, and yeah, and what if I like it? That's like the rest of my life, right? I got no more room in my heart or my mind for another jam band, man. I mean, I got half the Grateful Dead catalog in there, and I think like 3 or 4 Allman Brothers songs. I'm maxed out. I'm filled up. And if you're ever asking me this question, have you seen that documentary with it? Stop right there. I don't know how much time I got left. It's too many documentaries. They said, let's slow down on the documentaries. We're all loaded up. We got enough for now. I'm not trying to discourage anyone. There's some good ones out there, but there are some bad ones. Sometimes I think documentary filmmaking is just a Hail Mary pass for someone almost giving up on the medium. You know, like, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but just because you have an iPhone and your cat is sick doesn't make you a genius. I'm going to call it 1 out of 9. It's about my cat dying, but it's also about me accepting failure. I think this is much better than the one I made about my dad's struggle to buy pants at an unfamiliar store. Do things. I don't do stuff. I don't know why I don't do stuff. I kind of know why. All right, example. I got an opportunity to see the Rolling Stones. I was given tickets to see the Rolling Stones the first date of their last stadium tour, San Diego, right? The first date. I was given tickets on the field. And the day I was given those tickets, my first thought was like, fucking parking's gonna... That's gonna be a clusterfuck. Parking down there in an arena. Are they even equipped for that? Do they have lots? What's up down there? What? And my friend Dean was like, oh, we're going. It's the Stones. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't, all right. But then I had to examine, why didn't I want to go see the Stones? And there was like there's a couple levels of excuses. Like part of me was like, well, you know, Bill Wyman's not playing bass anymore, so they're not really the Stones. He hasn't played with them for 20 years. That's like saying, like, I haven't bought a Stones record since Brian Jones died. It's just not a viable excuse. So then I thought about it more, and I realized, like, oh, you know what it is? It's because they're old. Now, I'm not being an ageist, right? I just didn't want it to be sad. I have a lot of belief and faith and love for the Rolling Stones. They are bigger than life. They're my favorite band. They've been there for me forever. They need to stay the Rolling Stones. I can't go to a Rolling Stones show and be like, oh, no. I can't let that happen. I was concerned. I was actually concerned for the Stones. I'm like, I don't even think they should be doing it anymore. But we went. Dean and I went, parked on the 4th level of the structure. And we get down to the field, And everyone, there's people all ages. Dean's looking around, a lot of reading glasses out. There were guys older than me, guys my age, young people, because they're the Stones. Greatest rock and roll band in the world. Mythic, the Rolling Stones. I think I was the only one there who was concerned. I'm like, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know. A little worried. Everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, So, I was really worried. So the opening band does their thing. Then they bring them out, the Rolling Stones, and they all come out, and I'm like, And so then there's Keith. Keith's doing a good job of being Keith at 72. His hair's natural color. He's not dangling shit from it anymore. He's looking good. He's doing a few of these. Couple of these. But not pushing it. Doing a good job. From what I could see of Charlie, he's looking good. He's solid, gray hair, solid on the drums, looking good. Ronnie's a problem. Ronnie's a problem. His hair's dyed. He's running around. It's a little embarrassing, but he's the kid. He's 68, so we didn't give Ronnie a pass. Now, if you're a real Stones fan, I believe that some part of you just tolerates Mick Jagger. All right? You know he's important. He's the Rolling Stones, but it's Mick Jagger. So when Mick came out, it was different. Like, Mick comes out, and right away he's like, and like, part of me was like, oh my. Isn't he a little old to be... Like I was like, I don't know if he should be doing that. That man his age... I was embarrassed, But then, like, I settled into it. I'm like, well, he's Mick Jagger. He does that. If anyone's going to do that, let Mick do it. So I settled in, and I was like, all right, okay, it's not sad. It took him like 3 songs to pull it together, but I like that. It's sort of like rock and roll's dirty. It's fucked up. Let him figure it out. So by the 4th song, I was up on my chair like, yay, But then something happened. Well, it was kind of rough and beautiful at the same time. So they're going to do Moonlight Mile from Sticky Fingers, challenging song for the Stones at any age. He's got to do falsetto. It's a slow song. They put him way out in the audience on his own platform, Mick, with a guitar. I think the other guys were kind of concerned. They were like... and I'm watching him, and he's doing it, and he's hitting it, man. He's hitting the falsetto. It's working, like he's in it. And out of nowhere, I just start crying. I'm crying. Like, I look like one of those black and white photographs of those, like, 16-year-old girls in the 60s. Like, tears are running down my face. And right in the middle of that moment, something horrible happened. They got the big screen, and they go right in on Mick's face. Like, right here. And there it is, 50 feet big. And I'm like, oh, God, why are you doing that to Mick? You could see everything, all the lines and the dyed hair. I'm like, dude, stop it, take it down. And it was sad. I was like, this is so horrible. Why are they doing that? And I just kept looking at him. And all of a sudden, like, it just hit me. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This is amazing that these guys are still doing those songs now with all this experience and pain and wisdom and just life behind them. Brings a depth to it that wasn't there before. It's fucking unbelievable. They're still the huge rolling... It's like beautiful. I mean, because I started thinking about it, it's like, it's a lot riskier for those guys to be doing this shit now than it was in 1972. I mean, in 1972, if Richards was like fucked up on heroin and he fell into a Marshall stack in the middle of the show and they had to cancel it, half the audience would be like, ah, fucking Keith! Man, he was so fucked up. They couldn't even finish. I love it. I love it. They didn't care. But now